Well, hello, my love. Welcome to your Friday Angel Guidance. I am glad you're with me today on Limitless Light. And I wanted to let you know that today is a special day. Um, we've come across today being 25/25, okay? April 25th, 2025. This is a powerful number for today. Um, it's calling for balance in our relationship, intuition, and cooperation. And five is representing that freedom, right? And change and adventure. So we've got a mirror number here. 25/25 repeats this pattern of balance, change, balance, and change. Hmm. So Aquarius, you're probably very much aware you're on the verge of a major change that will strengthen your foundation. So Spirit is asking you to trust in your intuition and stay on your path, but move with wisdom and patience. All right, my loves. hmm We're going to jump right into our reading. I hope you're all doing well today. Let me know in the comments how this energy is treating you. Oh, what a beautiful bird I have today. It's not a hummingbird, but nevertheless, it's a beautiful bird. Thank you. Communication is coming in. Okay? Communication is coming in for someone. So be on be on the lookout here. All right, my love. So before we do, yes, I invite you to take three deep breaths with me, but also know that this is a collective reading, okay? Only take what resonates. Here we go. I think he's a brown sparrow. Brown sparrow, a bird. Definitely something's coming to your home, okay? Expect change in your house, all right? Hmm. All right, here we go. Let's jump right on into it. Get some change. Thank you for that message. Thank you for that divine message. Brown sparrow. I'll have to look. That's what spirit is telling me. That's what that was. All right, let's find out what beautiful number, angel number spirit has for us. Okay, right off the bat. 0110, belief system. Spirit is asking you to go after what you want, Aquarius. Unique destiny, inspiration, and talents and gifts. Appreciation is and gratitude is here. All right. Spirit is saying go after what you want. And interesting enough, I'm going to see how that ties in to the rest of the reading. Um, yeah, because let me see. Aquarius. Before we move further, I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on today's number of 2525. Um, because I know that I have been really working on this and just intuitively, right? Just beginning to put things together, all right, so that um, it's structured in a way that it's easy to refer to. Um, there's no misconceptions about what it is. Okay, so with this number of 2525, there's a call to restructure your plans. Okay, making sure your dreams have a solid foundation. So, with Taurus season is here to remind you, Aquarius, not everything can be fast. All right. You hear me? You hear that? Not everything can be fast. Spontaneous are only in the mind. It's a time to manifest physically. Okay? So to summarize this up for you, today invites you to believe in the freedom you crave, Aquarius. Change is definitely in the air, but lasting transformation comes through steady, intentional action. All right? So we are called to balance our wild heart with practical steps. So ask yourself, what do you need to do to bring your dreams into fruition? Whether it is make a list of steps and then go through those lists, then go through that list. Okay? All right? Um, and that, will help you, you're just knocking things off, off your list, and at the same time you're building, right, with a strong foundation, right, with set and solid intentions. Okay. Um, so again, the supercharged energy, you might be feeling pushed to redefine what freedom actually means for you. Is it running from structure or building a life that feels truly yours? Okay. And what that says to me, before I even move forward further into the reading, is that be careful what you wish for. You know, we have these wild, big dreams that we want to build something. But no, it needs to be something that you truly enjoy doing, because you can get caught up in that hamster wheel, okay? Where you don't have that balance of freedom, okay, that you're really seeking. Okay? Interesting. I was talking with this about a friend. It's like, yeah, I want to do this, but at the same time, this is where I want to be involved. Where do I see myself being involved in this venture? In the area of your relationship and independence are both activated at this time, meaning you'll be balancing connection with freedom. Mm, interesting. So Aquarius, 2025. I'm sorry, Aquarius, 2525. All right, is your reminder change is good when it's aligned with your truth. Flow with the shift and trust your gut and build your next chapter intentionally. All right. Go after what you want, Aquarius. All right. With the understanding that there needs to be balance within freedom, okay, and the structure of what it is that you are manifesting, okay? You are blessed with many talents and skills, Aquarius, that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Spirit wants you to embrace what makes you different. Okay? That's your path to success. All right? And yes, your dreams are coming true. You can probably feel it. Feel it in the air. The winds of change is here. All right. Okay, 2020, 25, 25. All right. I will post in the community board or no, in the description, ritual and how to balance these energies, okay? Of 25, 25. So if you're feeling a little out of sorts, this is why Spirit is asking you to bring your dreams and by establishing a foundation or checklist or rule, something that gives you some type of structure so that you know what you're doing. Okay, Spirit. Try again. One card, Spirit. Beautiful sign of Aquarius. We need to know this time. And you need to know this deck. One card, please. Thank you. Oops. Okay. All right. All right. On the top, focus on what's important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries. Okay. Ask this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. 111, okay, um, is oh, yeah, 111 is being very prominent, all right? Okay, absolutely, absolutely. You're creating your future. With that, you have to have a practical plan. It has to be structured. You have, that means your paperwork needs to be in order. Your policies and procedures, whatever it is you're doing, needs to be in order. You know, price points need to be in order. All right, Spirit. What do the angels want to tell us today? What do we need to know in our evolutionary growth? Splitting the deck. All right, our Chia virtue wants you to open your heart. All right, there's a 3. Open your heart. We've got the beautiful pink and green. So the balance of upper heart chakra and lower heart chakra. Underneath that is speak your truth. Archia Gabriel. The throat chakra is connected to the heart chakra. Okay. So I like that. Both of those cards just showed up for us today. The heart chakra and the throat chakra. Let's take a look. Look at the archangel. All right. 3. Archangel, Grave Gabriel, and Archangel Virtue. Open your heart. 38. I love reading from the guidebooks because um, the messages are coming in true. Okay, They're coming in truth. So open your heart to the healing you're ready for. Be real with your feelings and discomfort will fade away. Okay? Focus what's important to you. Focus on what's important to you. Our Chi of Virtue wants you to open your heart, okay, and focus what's important to you. She is the midwife to those who have just been through, are going through their spiritual awakening, and helps us to parent ourselves so we can become the master we came here to be. Virtue is helping you to love yourself so you remember who you are. Open your heart and imagine doves bringing peace to your mind, body, and soul. You can't change past events, okay? But you can change how you respond to them. And that is so very true. So very true. Um, so very true. So when people think that, people can't change, yeah, you can. You can change. All right? You can change your past events, but you can't change how you respond to them. Focus on forgiveness to absolve the emotional blocks or hooks and triggers and traumas that incite dis-ease, right? Because dis-ease is associated with disease. So make peace with the other person, all right? Or yourself or the environment, all right? And let the situation go and let love in, all right? Ask yourself, what would love do, all right? If you were to invite love in, how would it reveal itself? Right? How would love reveal itself? All right, and let's go over to our angel Gabriel's here. All right, number 6, 747. Speaking your truth. Feel the feeling and voice what needs to be said. Time to speak your truth. Aquarius, it's time to speak your truth. Archangel Gabriel, okay, um, helps us to tap into our emotional strength so that we can be real with ourselves and others. His vast presence is like a mirror that reflects only our truth. If you have children or work with kids, ask Gabriel to help you best cater to their needs. All right, so some of you are working with children, okay? Um, all right, and children will help you realize the truth real quick, okay? They will help you realize the truth real quick. Um, they don't hold back, all right? More sensitive and psychic children are incarnating at this time. All right, this is so very, very true. In my years of experience in working with children, I've seen the evolution of children. Okay, and they are very intuitive. Um, they are highly um, becoming more and more gifted, if you want to call it that. Okay, if you want to call it that. So, allow this next generation to become your teacher. Hmm. Interesting. I hope this is going to resonate with someone because this is an interesting topic. Um, allow them to become your teacher. hmm it's hard sometimes for adults to listen to children, but as I often said, they speak the most truth. They really do. Um, and because they're children, adults will tend to think that they know nothing. And that spirit is saying they're coming into this world very highly intuitive now. um, and they um, are carrying ancestral um, wisdom. Okay, um, so just be aware of that. Um, you know, and seek. Um, I'm a huge advocate for that, to seek um, spaces where they're welcome, where their gifts are going to be appreciated. Okay, um, those kinds of things. All right, so let me go on. So Spirit wants you to tune into what your inner child needs and what they wish to give you, and how together you can both grow. Okay, so invite in Archia Gabriel. I love this number of 6. All right, invite Archia Gabriel for balancing emotions, conception, childbirth, parenting, and adoption, creativity through writing, and purification. All right, will help develop these psychic and emotional um, uh, levels of growth that you're going through. Okay, and use this. We did a sacral um, chakra activation the other day. So I think that was just yesterday. So feel free to use that. All right. Um, and the other, the flip side of this is Spirit is asking you to soften. Read. I can't pronounce this word. Rigidity. Okay, and drop the mask. Communicate from your heart to honor all concerns, especially when you are working with, or you may have, extra sensitive, um, extra sensitive introvert children. Okay, um, they're real sensitive to voice levels, to the environment, just in general, y'all. Okay, so that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother life I lived, and I worked in that area. But okay, so but yeah, it's just so important to be in tune to the children. Okay, um, I worked with an understanding to let children lead sometimes. You know, if we want to find our inner child, work with children. Okay. If you want that inner child to blossom, follow the lead of a child. Okay. Just follow the. If they say, "Come on, let's go," just go, and you'll be surprised. Oh, kind of bring tears to mind. Uh, where they'll lead you. Mm, all right. I'm gonna pull a couple of clarification cards because Spirit is asking me to. And let's see where this goes from here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So open your heart, you know, to that inner child, that playfulness. I'm hearing that come through very loud and clear. Okay, Spirit, anything else in this deck here? All right. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself. A D-Day, you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. Even more powerful. Absolutely. When you are reinventing yourself, and you're going through these trials and tribulations, you won't come out the same person. It's not meant for you to come out the same person. Okay? That's not the purpose of it. On the flip side, is your recovery is going to be your comeback. Find strength and healing as each step forward renews hope and paves the way for a triumphant resurgence. Okay? Know that you will be triumphant in your comeback. Know that. See, when you walk with spirit, you don't have that that worry that you know that everything's gonna be all right. You know that everything's gonna work out in your favor. Okay? You know, you know that God has given you the authority to trample over snakes. That part. So rise up, Aquarius. Or whoever needs to hear this, rise up. Anything in the second half of this set? Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Ignite your creation. Okay, so came up this way. Vortex of creativity. Spiral into your creative vortex, unleashing imaginative power to manifest your dreams into reality. Sacral chakra and creativity is huge. All right, continue to work in on that. Besides that, in your root chakra, okay, harness innovation, fuel your imagination, and witness manifestations as answers unfold into your journey of discovery. I love it because life is about a discovery. It really is. I'm hearing that, your life is, the journey in itself is about discovering, self discovery, discovering um, what makes you feel good, what makes you happy, you know. Um, so focus your thoughts on those things. Focus on the things that make you happy. What is it you want to do? And then make a plan on how about going about doing it. Let's pull a chakra card. Okay, spirit. Let's pull a chakra card. I have shuffled these. I'm not shuffling again. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Focus on what makes you happy. What matters most to you. I think we sometimes, it's okay to consider other people, but when we start putting other people before ourselves, resentment starts to set in, you know, um, just so many other things follow behind that, you know. And it can be a difficult thing. It's a mindset that we think that if we put ourselves first, it's a selfish act. When in reality, it's a necessity. It's necessary. All right, my loves, we'll pull a chakra card. Okay, Meditation. All right. Spirit wants you to, and that's a 32, that's 5. Showing up again. So this isn't definitely an action card, something that is being asked to do. All right, it's to sit in meditation. All right, sit in meditation. 32, 94. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You have attracted this card into your awareness today, Aquarius, as a sign that meditation is beneficial to you at this time. All right. Meditation is a powerful tool that can be practiced since the beginning of time. All right. So it's about finding a way that works for you. Okay. Are you able to allow yourself this time to process, okay, to um, realign, to balance yourself, all right? So, Spirit is asking you to go into meditation. So, take the time to practice this meditation, and you will awaken to receive the answers that you are seeking. Um, so finding that quiet moment, say for instance, you're trying to contemplate, how do I, how do I find balance? How do I find balance within the work that I'm doing? How do I find balance in, balance and um, you know, um, in success? How do I find balance there? Spirit is asking you to go into meditation. So the affirmation today, okay, we'll say it 3 times. I meditate with ease and grace, and my heart awakens to the divine peace of my soul. Yes, we're bringing our heart as always is coming into play here. Okay, the heart is the seat of our manifestation. All right, the heart is the seat of our manifestation. Again, I meditate with ease and grace, and my heart awakens to the divine peace of my soul. One last time, I meditate with ease and grace, and my heart awakens to the divine peace of my soul. Okay? Bring the heart into it. All right? Bring the heart into the situation. All right, let's move on over to our Angel of Abundance cards. And I think we'll just wrap it up. Let's put the decks. And there it is. Organized for success. All right. I cannot be any clearer, Aquarius. Finding that balance. Okay. But we have to organize ourselves for success. We can't haphazardly just, think, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm manifesting. And not have it in an organized manner. All right. So Spirit is saying, don't let the word organize intimidate you, as it is a simple way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Because then we're outlining our purpose, we're outlining our mission, we're outlining uh, our goals and objectives when we have a practical plan. We begin to put pen to paper what resonates to the mind. There's a connection when we are writing or putting it on paper, okay, how it connects to the mind. All right? So, organize your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, all right, and your finances. This will help you know the action steps to take next. All right? So, focus on what's important to you, all right, which is whatever that might be. All right? And make a practical plan to go after the things that you want. You're blessed with all of these beautiful talents and all of these skills, all right? Spirit wants you to embrace what makes you different. And today, 2-5. 2-5 is the perfect energy to do that, to balance your heart, okay? To balance your heart so that you can organize for success. What's a better way to do that is to go into meditation. All right, so that you can get the answers that you need to ignite your creativity. All right, Spirit? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, my love. I'm so happy and grateful y'all joined me today. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me. Um, let this be a day of reflection, all right? And putting that practical plan into action, all right? Sending you all limitless love and light. Mwah. TTL. Have a wonderful and blessed day.